Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Rakal. The top stories first. President calls for all-party meeting for today afternoon, makes an attempt to resolve the differences among the parties in the parliament. Central Committee meeting of Maoist Centre postponed, the next meeting to take place after a couple of days. Government confirms 79 new cases of coronavirus. Active cases remain below 900. EU's vaccination drive in disarray. Top European countries suspend AstraZeneca shots amid safety fears. And Messi scores twice as equals as Xavi's record. Jota rekindles Liverpool's Premier League top 4 hopes. And now the news in detail. President Bidya Devi Bhandari has called for an all-party meeting for today afternoon. The President's personal secretary, Besraj Adhikari, informed that the head of the state has called for an all-party meeting for 4 p.m. today afternoon. He further said that the political parties in Parliament have been called for the meeting. Those that have been invited for the meeting include CPN-UML, Nepali Congress, NCP Maoist Centre, Janata Samajwadi Party, RPP, Nepal Workers and Peasants Party and Janamorcha Nepal. It has been learned that the President called the meeting with an attempt to resolve the differences among the parties. The Central Committee meeting of the Communist Party of Nepal Maoist Centre has been postponed for a few days. The meeting, which started on Sunday, has adjourned for a few days after 20 central members expressed their views. Talking to the media after the meeting, spokesperson Narayan Kaji Shrestha said that a meeting would be convened soon. Spokesperson Shrestha informed that immediate action has not been taken as the ministers in the government have not responded to the party. He also said that a meeting of the Central Committee and a national convention would be organized soon. Today is the last day of the second phase of COVID-19 vaccination drive initiated by the government targeting people above 65 years. The government had provided vaccine to health and security workers as well as journalists and others with high-risk job in the first phase. In the second phase, the senior citizens above 65 years were targeted by the government. Although the government had initially announced vaccine for people above 55 years, it later announced vaccines for people above 65 years due to limited stock of vaccines. People who had missed the shots in the first phase are also eligible to take the vaccines in the second phase. According to an official at Om Hospital, which is one of the several centers providing free vaccines with the support of the government, those who have been administered vaccine must take a second shot within 2 months. The official confirmed that today is the last day of the second phase of the vaccination drive. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 79 cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 275,310, while the number of active cases stands at 895. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 271,401 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. The death toll from coronavirus remains constant at 3,014 as no new fatalities were reported yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 49 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 30.13 million confirmed cases, followed by Brazil with over 11.52 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 120.76 million people across the world and claimed 2.67 million lives. And now the news from the economic front. The stock market index NIPSE continues its downward trend on the second trading day of the week. NIPSE dropped by 18.07 points and reached 2,389.09. The sensitive index, which measures the market's Class A indices, has also declined by 5.7. In the market, indicators of trade, hotels and tourism, manufacturing, mutual funds and other groups have improved. The indices of all other groups have declined. A total of 962,529 shares of 212 companies were traded 52,309 times in the market, resulting in a turnover of rupees 4.24 billion rupees. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Germany, France and Italy said they would suspend AstraZeneca COVID-19 shots after several countries reported possible serious side effects. However, Reuters reported that the World Health Organization said there was no proven link and people should not panic. Still, the decision by the European Union's three biggest countries to put inoculations with the AstraZeneca shot on hold threw the already struggling vaccination campaign in the 27-nation EU into disarray. Denmark and Norway stopped giving the shot last week after reporting isolated cases of bleeding, blood clots and a low platelet count. Iceland and Bulgaria followed suit, and Ireland and the Netherlands announced suspensions on Sunday. Spain will stop using the vaccine for at least 15 days, Cadena Ser Radio reported, citing unnamed sources. But top WHO scientists reiterated on Monday that there have been no documented deaths linked to COVID-19 vaccines. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Lionel Messi scored twice and made another on the day. He equaled Xavi's record for most Barcelona appearances. According to BBC, Messi was playing for Barca for the 767th time, and his curled double, along with goals from Antoine Griezmann and Oscar Mingueza, helped his side to a comfortable win over struggling Huesca. Rafa Mir scored a controversial penalty for Huesca at the end of the first half, but Barca cruised to the victory. They moved second in La Liga, 4 points behind leaders Atletico Madrid. The 33-year-old Argentine forward has won La Liga 10 times and the Champions League on 4 different occasions, among 34 trophies since he made his competitive debut as a substitute in a 1-0 away derby win against Espanyol on 16th October 2004. Diego Jota rekindled Liverpool's Premier League top 4 hopes with a winning goal on his return to Molineux in a game that ended with a worrying head injury to Wolves goalkeeper Rui Patricio. Jota, who joined Liverpool from Wolves in September, drilled a low first-time shot under Patricio to settle a tight contest. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. President calls for all-party meeting today afternoon, makes an attempt to resolve the differences among the parties in the parliament. Central Committee meeting of Maoist Centre postponed, the next meeting to take place after a few days. Government confirms 79 cases of coronavirus. Active cases remain below 900. EU's vaccination drive in disarray. Top European countries suspend AstraZeneca shots amid safety fears. And Messi scores twice as he equals Xavi's record. Jota rekindles Liverpool's Premier League top 4 hopes. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.